Welcome to the channel, everybody. This is stage one of Zwift Games, known as the Kaze Kicker. It is a 10.7-mile loop in 460 feet of climbing. So right off the bat, my heart rate is already shooting up, just a little bit of nerves, and this happens for me every single race. So first 30 to 60 seconds, no matter if it's Zwift Games, Tour de Zwift, crit race, everyone always goes off. And this is where you need to push a little bit to maintain your position in the front, or at least middle pack, wherever it may be. I know once you go and don't follow, you'll get dropped immediately. You'll have to put in a little bit more of an effort. So this lead-in is very short. I believe it's 0.2 miles. Everyone is just trying to be where they want to be, given that they're going to prep for their first climb. So throughout this race, there's going to be 2 climbs, 3 sprint segments. I don't think you get any extra points on the sprint segments, but Zwift does track your leaderboard throughout all Zwift game races. Now, the biggest mistake that I did was I saw all these people using their feather power-up, and you can see I activated my feather power-up as well. You only get 1 power-up for the entire race. Not when you pass a sprint segment, not when you hit a loop, not when you cross a banner, or whatever it may be. You only get this 1 power-up. So my note to everyone here is utilize this wisely. My mistake was just seeing everyone using it, and I activated it. So huge mistake. But we're going to lead into the first climb at 1.9 miles. This is the biggest climb, the Pain Cave Cavern climb. I think it's about 2.2 kilometers long, averaging about 3%. So you can see that there are red, yellow, and blue sections. So it just kind of goes up, down, depending on how much power you need to put. So everyone is using, majority of people are using their power up now. I wish I had it. My heart rate is already at 180 beats per minute. Not ideal whatsoever, but I am not a climber. So for me in these type of races, I'm always pushing a little bit more effort, a little bit more power, just because I'm a little bit heavier rider compared to others. So no, it does flatten out for a little bit, but it does pick back up. So essentially you can split this climb into 2 sections, and you can see the field on the top right starting to snake out. And a lot of people get dropped on this portion. So I'm actually trying my best to hold on as strong as I can. I know for those that aren't climbers, usually lean towards the back, and that's kind of it for them. So a lot of races that have climbs at the beginning, I actually do not like whatsoever, just because it splits the field. And in my case, I have to try as strong as I can to keep up, and that's what I do. So once we pass this Pain Cave climb, it starts to flatten out a little bit. There's going to be hills here and there, rolling hills, but nothing major. And you can already see the group already starting to split. So a few people try to bridge that gap to the front group. It's about 30-something people. And then I just maintain my position in the second group. I believe it splits to 3, and then the group behind us just bridges the gap. So we already passed all the sprint segments and all those things like that. No power up, sadly. So as I mentioned, use that wisely. Now for the rest of this portion, we're just kind of cruising. I'm trying to get my heart rate down. It has not dropped from that 180 range. In my ideal scenario, I would like it to get down to the lower 170s, upper 160s, or even to the lower 160s. But in my case, I couldn't do so. And I guess one of the things I want to ask, if you guys want to comment about it, and if it's your experience or not, but usually even on the flat sections, I have to put a little bit of power. You can see the watts per kilo for on the right side from what I'm putting out and what other people are putting out. Some people are putting out like 2.5 while I'm putting 3.2 in some scenarios, but they're still flying faster than I am. I don't get it. I don't know what the algorithm is, but it is what it is. Now, we hit to 9.3 miles, 9.4 miles. That is the final climb of the race. Again, this race is actually very short. It is under 30 minutes if you can average over 3 watts per kilo. And in this case, with a 330 to 450 racing score, that's what it should be. My heart rate, 187, 188, trying to just push through as hard as I can. I know, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not a climber, so what I have to do is keep pushing on this climb, try to catch my breath at the very top, and just get through to the very end. This is for me, I'm a C rider, just for context. I'm about 3.19 watts per kilo for ZFTP, so I'm very close to the B range. A little worried once I hit that B range, I'm going to be in the very, very back of the B race. But the only way to get better is to ride stronger, ride with faster people, and try to get better there. So, wish I had a power up here again. Didn't use it wisely in the beginning. Now, once it tips to taper down, there's less than a mile to go, and everyone is a little on edge. So the field already snakes again, and this is going to be like it for the rest of the race. I try my best to hang onto the wheel, try to catch my breath. We're already in the 190 beat per minute range. My max heart rate is 198, so we're very, very close to that. I am hurting. I am sweating. I've already gone through my sweatband, sweated through my jersey and my towel. Now, we're just trying to finish off this race. So the remaining bit, pretty much a little bit of rollers here and there, nothing major, similar to the flat section in the middle. Once we make that left turn, there's not much left. People are starting to push a little bit harder to drop other people. Coming up is the last boardwalk sprint at the final 0.2 miles. You can see the green. Everyone's sprinting. I start sprinting and pushing as hard as I can. You can see me scream and literally start struggling, and I stop pedaling within like the last 100 feet. Ended up 42nd place, averaging 3.2 watts per kilo over 20 minutes, 3.8 over 5, 4.7 over 1, 8.4 over 15 seconds. I thought I did okay. I'm happy with 42 out of 172. Not ideal with my starting heart rate and my heart rate throughout this race. Even for such a short race, it was actually worse than what I've done with Tour de Zwift. So, learning lesson there. Hopefully for stage 2, I would do better, be a little more calmer, be a little more prepared. But that's it for this race recap. Very, very simple, very, very short race. And I hope this guys give you a better perspective, and I'll catch you on Zwift Games stage 2.